from different places, different paths, different spaces, bringing so many questions, bringing our pain. We come from different families. Each of us has a story. Stumbling into the light, I see people like you and me. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we value complete acceptance of who we are. In this room, we walk towards complete forgiveness. In this room, we learn. The learning never ends. And we can choose anytime we want to begin again. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, there's gold dust in the air. In this room, possibilities everywhere. In this room, we stand when our hearts are torn. In this room, a new way of being together is being born. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we open our hearts. In this room, we grow together. In this room, we accept one another. In this room, and we learn to love. In this room, come from different places, different paths, different spaces, bringing so many questions, bringing our pain. We come from different families. Each of us has a story. Stumbling into the light, I see people like you and me. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we value complete acceptance of who we are. In this room, we walk towards complete forgiveness. In this room, we learn. The learning never ends. And we can choose anytime we want to begin again. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, there's gold dust in the air. In this room, possibilities everywhere. In this room, from different places, different paths, different spaces, bringing so many questions, bringing our pain. We come from different families. Each of us has a story. Stumbling into the light, I see people like you and me. In this room, we listen to the truth that sets us free. In this room, we open our hearts and we can clearly see how the path has brought us all right here. We're safe, we're strong, our friends are near. And there is nothing left to fear, 'cause we're home in this room. In this room, we value complete acceptance of who we are. In this room, we walk towards complete forgiveness. In this room, we learn.
Needs a little lube. Greasy hinge gets rough.
I skip my chair over, so I'm not sitting in front of somebody.
Good morning. Good morning, online peoples. So we're going to get started with our first community song, One Big Family. Everybody get up on your feet. Okay, hang on. We have one in training, so go back to that slide and restart it. Nope, keep going forward. And then just don't touch that thing after that.
Stop right there.
No, start the video. There we go. Now don't bump it or it'll kill it. Here we go. Everybody has to learn sometime. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody we meet. Let us be reminded of who we came to be. We are love, we are one. One big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Say good morning to each other. Good morning, online people. Here we go.
Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Excellent.
Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I'm Amon James, a member of our community and one of your licensed practitioners and your service host and featured musician this morning. Welcome to our Sunday celebration. Thank you for helping bring more of us together by sharing this live stream on whatever social media platforms you use, whenever, if it's convenient for you. Thank you. If this is your first time experiencing our center, welcome. We want you to know that whoever you are, whatever spiritual path you are on, and wherever you are on your journey, you're welcome here, and you're celebrated here. Hey. Now, would you please complete a guest information card? And now, let us all affirm who we are and what we're about. Join me with this vision statement that we are contributing to a world that works for everyone. And our mission? We are a diverse community of belonging and growth, sharing the light and joy within ourselves while learning to see it in others, our identity. We are a welcome, inclusive spiritual center where everyone can be seen and heard. We lovingly practice the principles of science of mind in the world. You can access all of our activities and offerings through our website, columbiacsl.com, and specifically on our events calendar, which is columbiacsl.com/events. If you need additional information, please email your questions to info@columbiacsl.com. You can also call or text our office at 410-750-8559. Now here's a few of our highlights. We have 365 days of richer living daily at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. And then we have Just for Today, which is Tuesday through Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And then we have our Sleepy Time meditation, which is nightly at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're going to have a vision board workshop. So we ask you to join us for a fun experience of visioning and creating a vision board of Spirit's idea of itself as you and your life in 2026. Now, this will be on Saturday, January 3rd at 10 a.m. through 4 p.m. at Dabbs Rehab Center of Maryland. That's at 8600 Snowden River Parkway, Suite 101 in Columbia, Maryland. And our investment for that activity is $25. We also are having our Discovering Membership orientation. And this is important because membership is a requirement to vote at our annual meetings and to serve in the leadership of our center. So if you're interested in membership, pick up the Discovering Membership packet on the welcome table. Download it from the newsletter, or you can request an electronic copy by emailing info@columbiacsl.com. Then let Reverend Rafe know, and he will coordinate the next steps with you. Clearly, there are a lot of different ways to get involved and be engaged. Right now, let's all engage in singing our next community song, This Little Light of Mine. Come on, stand on up. Even at home, stand on up if you can. All right.
You can join in if you want.
I will.
Here we go. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, come on. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Going down the road, I'm gonna let it shine. Going down the road, I'm gonna let it shine. Going down the road, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Just got a break here. I don't have my lyric sheet, so I don't know what I'm doing. It's a short break, but feel it. You can say hi to somebody you didn't say hi to a minute ago. Shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, come on. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Now it gets real easy. I'm gonna let it shine. Say what? I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Make it your prayer. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine,
Let it shine.
let it shine. It almost looks like we know what we're doing up here, doesn't it? Some days yes, some days I don't know. Is this mic, can y'all hear me on this microphone?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so this is our time of community value. And our community value this morning is integrity. So who amongst you wants to talk about and share how integrity is showing up in your life? Don says it's not working. Hang on one second. Let me make sure it's actually turned on the board. The magic of a button. There we go. There I am. Okay, repeat for the folks online. This is our time where we're sharing about our community value. We have 7 of them. This morning, our community value is integrity. Who wants to share how integrity is showing up in your life? This is always an interesting one. People are like, I don't know what to do. What if integrity has nothing to do with right, wrong, good or bad, honest or dishonest? What if integrity has to do about wholeness? Now how's it showing up in your life? Yeah, it's a lot of different ways. So I'm not going to belabor it because we got lots to do. So we'll just move on. And if anybody online wants to share, put it in the chat. I'll check the chat here in a bit. Yes? Okay. Because it's okay if nobody shares, but here Dale's going to share.
What comes to mind for me is authenticity. I was just talking with MJ about it. Mm-hmm. If I am living with integrity, I am also being completely myself and not holding pieces of me in secret because you might judge it. I have to let go of being judged.
There you go. Beautiful. You know why we're afraid people are judging us? Because we judging them. And if nothing else, we're judging them before they ever judge us because we're judging that they're going to judge us. I'm just saying there might be a thread there. Just might be. All right. So if you have something online, put it in the chat. I'll check the chat and we'll get it in the room. So we've cleaned up our wheel. We have 3 new questions on it. I have no idea what they are because I didn't put them there. So let's find out what we're going to talk about today. Oh, excellent. What does I release my word mean? And that's something that you will often hear in the 5th step of a Science of Mind treatment. I release my word. So somehow, Spirit's going to figure out how to weave that into a talk about principles before personalities. Can't wait to find out what I'm going to have to say. Okay, so now we're going to move into our time of spiritual practice. Zita's going to come and we're going to do our candle lighting ceremony, ritual, whatever we call it, recognition, and then into our sacred reading, into our meditation, and Amon will bring us out of that with our spiritual mind treatment. Okay.
Our founder, Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, was a dedicated study and a great synthesizer, identifying the common and connecting threads within the various religions, philosophies, and ancient wisdom teachings of the world. Science of Mind is the synthesis of Ernest Holmes' lifetime of study. Let us breathe together as we light a candle honoring some of these faith traditions. As we light the first candle, we honor Christianity as a path of love and forgiveness. As we light the second candle, we honor Buddhism as a path of compassion and Four Noble Truths. As we light the third candle, we honor Judaism as a path of ethical living through sacred law. As we light the fourth candle, we honor Baha'i as a path of unity and peace. As we light the fifth candle, we honor Islam as a path of surrendering to the will of God as the highest calling. As we light the sixth candle, we honor Confucianism as a path of deliberate tradition. As we light the seventh candle, we honor Taoism as a path of harmony and balance. As we light the eighth candle, we honor all indigenous peoples' traditions as paths that recognize and honor spirit in all of creation. As we light the ninth candle, we honor Shintoism as a path of optimism and the inherent goodness of humanity. As we light the 10th candle, we honor Hinduism as a path of knowledge, action, and devotion. As we light the 11th candle, we honor Akan as a path that honors the divine, ancestors, and nature. As we light the 12th candle, we honor all New Thought philosophies as a path of adherence to universal spiritual principles of love and law. As we light this final candle, we honor the multiplicity and diversity within the wholeness of creation as sacred. Namaste, and so it is. This morning's sacred reading was shared with Rev by Amon. It's written by that most prolific author, Anonymous. Waiting with faith is a holy joy. There are moments in life when you want clarity, you want movement, you want something to shift, and instead you find yourself waiting. Waiting for direction, waiting for peace, waiting for opportunity, waiting for relief, waiting for life to finally make sense. But waiting with faith is not empty. Waiting with faith is work. Waiting with faith is joy. Because waiting is not what it feels like on the surface. It is not a pause in your story. It is not a delay in your progress. It is not God holding your life back. Waiting is God preparing you to receive what you could not hold a moment earlier. There are gifts that can only arrive when your heart has stretched enough to hold them. There are doors that only open when your inner world finally matches what stands on the other side. There are blessings that require spiritual muscle, emotional readiness, and deeper trust before they enter. That is why so many breakthroughs arrive suddenly. not because they happened suddenly, but because the inner work was finished suddenly. Every moment you keep going. Every moment you resist despair. Every moment you steady your breath. Every moment you choose to trust God a little more, the vessel inside you grows. And then one day, without warning, without fanfare, the blessing that felt far away becomes the most natural part of your life. That is why you can relax into this moment. You are not being held back. You are being developed. You are being deepened. You are being calibrated for what is coming. The waiting itself is holy. The slowness is part of your ascent. The uncertainty is part of your preparation. The quiet is part of your becoming. Every step of this stage is setting you up to receive a good that fits you on the deepest level. So let your heart soften. Let your shoulders drop. Let yourself breathe. God has not forgotten you. God has not delayed you. God is shaping you for the moment you will look back. You will look back on with wonder at how perfect the timing truly was. Your blessing is not late. You are being readied for it. And when it comes, you will see that the waiting was one of the greatest gifts in your journey. Namaste.
In the silence there is peace. In the silence there is unspoken joy. In the silence there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said, and right here in this holy silence I find God, I find myself. So I wait for these precious moments when I hear all that could never be said,
I find God. I find myself. I find God. I find myself. What I know is that there is only God. And in God, we live, move, and have our being. I am one with God. And the same is true for each person under the sound of my voice. We are the divine expressed. We are the divine giving itself the freedom to just explore beingness, the totality of its being in so many different forms and ways. For this recognition of our divinity, I'm so grateful. For I know as the divine expresses as each person under the sound of my voice, we are liberated and we can let go of any sense of limitation that we hold. We now release any sense of lack because we are the chosen one. And in this season of love, in this season of light, in this season of birth anew, we take this opportunity to grow into our higher selves, to express in a greater way, in a more loving way, in a more peaceful way, in a more joyful way. We choose now to let this little light, no, this big light shine in us and through us and as us for all to see and for others to recognize the light within themselves, because we see it in them. And as we approach each person, we recognize their divinity and we treat them accordingly. And this we do here in our community. This we do in our homes. This we do in the greater world as we interact with everybody from the grocery store clerk to the president of our companies or places of business. For all are God informed. And for this recognition of this truth, I give thanks. And so I now surrender this word to the Lord, knowing that it has already been formed and it is already perfected. And because this is so, I affirm it by saying, and so it is. This is a song that I've been listening to for years. It's a Ricky Byers song, and it's one of my favorite songs by her. This is my first opportunity to sing it, and I think it is really appropriate during this season because we are now celebrating in this season the birth of one who expressed love in such huge and wonderful ways. And that's what we are reminded to do, to give birth to love, to trust love. Trust love, trust love, trust God, that love is everywhere, that we all are here to be the perfect givers of love and receivers of love, and love will have the final word. Trust love, trust love, trust God, that love is everywhere, that we all are here to be the perfect givers of love and receivers of love, and love will have the final word. No one ever loses when one trusts love, for love is something that will not ever fail. Love is the answer of the Spirit that is known by always giving. Love always sees the truth beyond the appearance that we show it. Love judges not, and love renews. Yes, love renews. Love is a healer. Oh, yes, it is. Love loves to love. Love loves to love. And we'll keep on being love. And we'll keep on being love. This is its holy way. So trust love. Trust love. Trust God, that love is everywhere, that we all are here to be the perfect givers of love and receivers of love, and love will have the final word. No one ever loses when one trusts love. To love is to live within the holy breath of God. Love is the the essence of the Spirit that is known by always giving. Love always sees the truth beyond the appearance that we show it. Love judges not, and love renews. Yes, love renews. Love is a healer. Oh, yes, it is. Love loves to love. Love loves to love, and we'll keep on being love, and we'll keep on being love. This is its only way. So trust love, lean on love, trust God, that love is everywhere, that we all are here to be the perfect givers of love and receivers of love, and love will have the final word. We are here to be the perfect givers of love and receivers of love, and love will have the final word. Love will have the final
Turn one off, turn one on. All right. Before we get started on this, let me go back to, where did it go? Dr. Lisa made a comment, if I can find it now. Well, essentially what she said was being in integrity was, there it is, integrity. Being and expressing as I am and was born as. So thank you, Dr. Lisa, for sharing your experience of integrity. Let's take a breath together. So we are beginning to wrap up our 2025. First thing first, focus. And today we are doing the first part of an exploration of the 12th tradition of recovery, which says that, I want to get this correct, anonymity is the spiritual foundation of all our traditions, ever reminding us to place principle before personalities. And so it's interesting to me that it begins with, we're talking about a program that involves people, lots of people, lots of personalities. 12 steps, 12 traditions, and yet it makes this bold statement at the end that anonymity is the spiritual foundation. The foundation is what everything else is built on. I find it interesting that the foundation isn't even mentioned until the 12th tradition. Right? For me, I was like, wonder why they did that. I will never know because they're not here. I can't ask them. I just find it interesting. But that anonymity is the spiritual foundation. Not a physical foundation, the spiritual foundation. Anonymity. So it begs a deep exploration of what anonymity actually means. Right? And I submit to you that anonymity is way more than just not mentioning somebody's name. That your name is just one part of who you are. But that true anonymity perhaps is letting go of every identity you carry in this physical realm. Amen. What? If Jamie were here, we would hear something from the oh crap corner. Some ministers have an amen corner. I have an oh crap corner. And I love it. Right? But perhaps true anonymity in the spiritual realm is to understand that everything we understand ourselves to be in this physical realm is a limitation. It is not the truth of our being.
Talk about profound.
Right? I mean, we talked about the I am. And that the reason it is just the I am is because that's what it is. It doesn't have an identity separate from that. It just is. Parmenides, the oldest fragment of philosophy that we have, that we recovered from when the schools of philosophy were destroyed, simply says that which is shall never be proven as not. Right? In science of mind, we refer to the infinite as self-existent. And what that actually means is that it exists from itself, within itself, as itself. It's not made from anything else. Right? When we look for what created consciousness, there's no answer. Everything is created out of it. It has always been. The quantum field, energy. What created it? You got me. Science can't figure it out either. Because it simply has always been. It is self-existent. Nothing made it. And that perhaps the truest anonymity lies there. That everything it made, everything made out of consciousness, has identities. But those identities, personalities, if you will, limit us from an unfettered experience of the truth of our being. It gives us permission to put God, creation, life, whatever we call it, one step outside of ourselves. That God is God and I'm Rafe. Right? And the spiritual truth is this is God as Rafe. This is consciousness as Rafe. Consciousness as Dana. Consciousness as Megan. And how do we let go of our attachment to who Rafe is, to who Dana is, to who Megan is? That's the journey. Right? All of those times when we're engaged in something that we know is not working on our behalf, much less on the behalf of anybody else, and we default to that, well, that's just how I am. Stop lying. I heard you. Every time I say something like that, Reverend Bishop Flunder, City of Refuge in Oakland, California, I hear her. Stop lying. Stop lying. That's not who you are. That's not just how you are. That is learned behavior. That is who you've been conditioned to believe you are. But that is not who you are. That's a snippet. Right? Once upon a time, we were unable to do anything other than lay there and eat and poop and pee. That's all we did. And then we started making noises, and then we started wiggling around. But it's, nothing is just how we are. When we got here, we didn't have any of that stuff. Right? We didn't have that. You looked at your foot with awe and wonder. You had no, what is this? In my crib with me. Right? You didn't even know it was yours. Right? That might possibly be more truth of who we are than our political affiliations and our educational degrees and our marital status. I'm just saying. Can you imagine? Can you lean into at least waking up every day with that sense of, wow, it's a brand new baby day. And in the truth of life, you don't have a clue what's going to happen. You think you do. You've made all kinds of plans. Anybody got plans for Christmas? You think you know what's going to happen. No, you don't. No, you don't. And if we lean into, we make plans, but we don't really know what's going to happen, we can stop being angry when something different happens. We can actually live in a state of, didn't see that coming. We can live in a state of preparation to respond from spiritual principle as spiritual principle inform. That's what's available to us. But it becomes instantly unavailable the minute we start restricting our own identity. The minute God is outside of us and we have to go find God to get help to deal with this. Right? There used to be a movement of bracelets. What would Jesus do? Right? And if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend, just for your own laughter, Google or go into YouTube and put in, what would James do? It's a brilliant comedian that did a takeoff on what it must have been like to be Jesus' brother James. It's hysterical. It's absolutely hysterical. Right? And I bring that up to offer us, what would you do? What would Rafe do? What would Miss Evelyn do? Who cares? Who cares? What if we only ever ask, what does consciousness do? What is consciousness doing? How does consciousness want to respond to consciousness? See, when we're in those spaces where we're trying to respond to something, it's so easy to separate. Right? Suddenly it's not one thing. Because if we really get that it's one thing, let's for the ease of conversation call it God. God's causing problems for God being God. How does God want to respond to God's problematic side? Really? How come God doesn't like God showing up like God? Because if it's only one thing, folks, anonymity is the spiritual foundation. Doesn't matter who, how it's showing up. Doesn't matter the personality or the package. Are we willing to do the work to lean into living life from that perspective that we say we believe that there's only one of us here, and actually act like it, to treat each other like it? Now, admittedly, I have a carve out for those expressions of the divine that I don't get. Because there's some I don't get. And the most holy thing that I can do, that I have arrived at to do, more accurately right now, is to simply go, well, aren't you an interesting way for God to show up? Because at least I'm not condemning them. It keeps me open. It reminds me that they are God in form. And it helps the human part of me that wants to engage in ugly behavior remember that there's only one of us here. And in my more centered, aligned moments, and I see something horrific, I ask myself, why did I just do that? Why did I do that? Why did I just shoot those people? Why did I carjack that man? Why did I do that? Because if there's only one of us here, and I'm letting go of all sense of separation, then there's only one of us here. And the power that that gives us actually ties into this release of my word. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. That's what this is talking about. It's not talking about the words, the dictionary words. It's talking about our beliefs. It's talking about our thoughts. You could do spiritual mind treatment, and you could say the moon is made out of green cheese and paper mache. Wouldn't matter what you say. What matters is what you believe. Right? You can lie all day long. That's not what's getting released. What's getting released is what you believe. That's what's getting released. In the beginning was the Word, synonymous with consciousness. And the Word was with God, all of it, and the Word was God. So we can throw the Bible out. We can throw it out if we want, just because we don't like how certain theologies show up. Or we can understand that there's wisdom everywhere. Are we willing to find it? Right. The very concept of God in this thing of anonymity is a limitation. That's why the original Hebrew, the first verse in Genesis, which by the way is not chronologically the first book written. It's just the first book that Constantine's Council on Nicaea decided to put first when they made the Bible. But the original Hebrew does not say, in the beginning God created. It says, in beginning, referring to the infinite, created God. That's very different. The infinite, the unnameable, the I am, created God. God is an expression. God is an idea. God is a name that makes it tangible for us to talk about. And even that is not its identity. Anonymity is the spiritual foundation. I don't know why all the Bible stuff is coming up, but here it is. Moses, right? We touched on this last week, I think. When Moses had the experience with the burning bush, his humanity is like, who are you? And what did he get back? I am. Which is simply saying, I exist. Yeah, but who are you? Other people are going to ask me who you are. What am I supposed to tell them? I am that I am. You tell them what I just told you, knucklehead? That I just am. But see, we want definitions. Ernest Holmes talks about this in our text. How we argue for our limitations. We argue for them. We're invested in having them. Right? We claim them. We pound them into the ground. We put flyers on them. We argue for our limitations. Why? Because we think that's the truth of our being. It's not. No label you can put on yourself will ever accurately, completely, adequately define you. The gift of our current government administration, for me, as a transgender human being, is exactly that. See, because when the country you live in begins to pass legislation for the sole intent of erasing your identity, you are forced to look at how tied you are to your identity. I hope none of you ever has to do that, because it's not fun. But here's the gift, is that exploration has awakened me to the reality you can pass whatever laws you want. You can put anything you want on paper. You can take away my medical coverage. You can come take my body and put it in a prison. You can kill my body. But you cannot touch my identity. I am not a label. I am not an anomaly. I am a one of a kind. Intentional. Never again to be repeated. Desire of the I am. To be who I am. And so are you. I invite you, stop limiting your experience of you with all the labels. Stop limiting your experience of everybody else with all the labels. I'm not saying go huddle up next to people that have physically harmed you in this world. Not at all. Sometimes we have to love people from a distance, and if we're telling the truth, sometimes we love the distance between us. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Sometimes it's a smart thing. It's what I do up here that hurts us. It's what I tell myself about you. It's all the labels I put on you that hurt us. And we're conditioned to do it. So there's a lot of unraveling to do to really claim this anonymity piece. All right? Because we are taught, right, from that little baby exploring its foot, right? If a person tells a lie, we assign an identity to them as a liar. Rather than speaking accurately, that's a human being that told a lie. We assign an identity. Stop it. We have thieves and crooks and criminals and addicts because we just keep assigning identities based on behavior. If we really believe change your thinking, change your life, we have to understand that changing one's life will change one's behavior. Now where do we fit all of the frickin' labels? They still are a person that told a lie. What happens is we won't let them change. That's what happens. We're so fixated on the label. We come up with arguments to support our labels. You know, a leopard can't change its spots. We argue for our limitations, and we negate our own belief. So here's the final thing I'm going to say about this whole thing of releasing your word. And if this doesn't snap you into a deeper spiritual practice, I don't know what will. Every thought you have, every breath you take, every belief you hold is a prayer. It is impossible. We say, I release my word to remind us that that's what just happened, but newsflash. If you don't say it, it doesn't mean your word didn't release. There's no way to not release it. There is no way that you get to have a belief or a thought that the creative process ignores or fails to say, got it, yes, manufactured, done. That, beloveds, is how it works. Every thought, even the ones that, oh, I didn't really mean that. I get it. So I invite you to pause in those moments and at least silently within your own mind, speak what you do mean into being. Because the activity of law is mechanical. It doesn't have a filter. It doesn't have a personality. The activity of law is perhaps the greatest example of anonymity. It has no identity. It is simply a functional doer. Doesn't care. Doesn't have the ability to care. Doesn't filter, doesn't notice, doesn't even know what it's responding to. It just says, got it, done. That's it. So let that sit with you. Not from a place of guilt, but from a place of, oh Lord, I need to clean up what I'm adding to the soup. We can't take things out of the soup once it's in, but we can add more things to help correct the flavor. If you got too much salt, I'm going to end with this. Sidebar cooking tip. If you have too much salt, add potatoes. They absorb the salt. It just works. All right, let's take this into prayer. I recognize the breath is life breathing itself as me. That this one everything that is no thing and yet is simultaneously everything and more, infinite possibility unformed and everything that is formed. All this one energy, this one power, this one life, this one consciousness, this one substance, expressing itself in the multiplicity of form. Desire made physical. To experience itself as. And yet it is never separate from itself. Nowhere to separate to. In the wholeness, in the truth of one, there is no other place. There is no other. So I know that I am that in form. I know that I am the I am expressing as I am. And that while identities certainly aid in the navigation of this physical realm, I stand in the truth that I am none of those. That I am the I am expressing exactly as I am. By design, by intention, by desire. That this expression of the infinite, as every expression of the infinite, is the expansion of the infinite, expressing itself in form. And so what is true of one is true of all. And so I claim and affirm an awareness, a tangible experience of the wholeness of life. That every interaction I experience as holy, as sacred. And that I show up as the I am. That I do the work to let go of all of the barriers, all of the labels, all of the restrictions, all of the limitations, and stand boldly, courageously, until it is so natural that it requires no courage to simply be I am. And to love every expression of the I am as exactly that. To let everybody else out of their box. To be that presence where people are healed simply by being in our presence. And I am grateful. I am grateful for that that activity that I call law. That blind, mechanical doer that doesn't even know what it does. It just simply does it. No matter what I give it. And life reflects back to me what that is. Empowering my choice over and over again. And so knowing that my word is the infinite speaking itself into being. It is the infinite itself speaking. I do the only thing I can, and that's remind myself that it's already been acted upon. Law has already said yes. It's already made manifest. There is no waiting period. And so I remind myself that every thought is a prayer. Every thought is released. Every belief is my word, which is the word of the one made manifest. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amen. Amen. And so it is. Namaste. All right, Mr. Amon, back to you, sir.
Thanks, Ralph.
Yeah, turn that back on. It's not turned on.
Thanks, Ralph. Is that on now? Can you hear me?
That's on.
Now, okay, good. Shall I say it again? Thanks, Ralph. Now's our time for conscious giving. There are several ways to give. You can text the word GIVE to 410-498-6175. You can mail a check to 659 Carr Court, Millersville, Maryland, zip code 21108. You can access our giving portal at columbiacsl.com/donate. or by using the QR code. And if you have any challenges, please reach out to one of us and we will do our best to assist you. So I will ask you to please join me, and ushers, come on up and get the baskets, and I'm going to ask if you would please join me in affirming our community's prosperity. I affirm that the abundance of creation is my abundance. I give freely as creation gives to me. I give through this Center for Spiritual Living to ensure its continued availability to all spiritual seekers. Thank you. Thank you. This is This is a song that I love that speaks to this season, Mary, Did You Know? And I love this song because to me it speaks to each of us. It's asking us to recognize what are we giving birth to within ourselves, and asking us to recognize the power, the divinity, the glory that we are each giving birth to during this season. Did you know? Okay. Yeah. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm the storm with his hands? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? And when you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. Mary, did you know? Oh, Mary, did you know? The blind will see, the deaf will hear, and the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the silent will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Oh, Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? The sleeping child you're holding is the great Oh, Mary, did you know? Oh, Mary, did you know? Did you Now switch mics. We give thanks now for the offering that has been received. We know that it goes to serve the will and the work of the greater good. We know that this community is a vessel through which we send love out into the world, and when we share it amongst ourselves. For this opportunity to be a part of this, to give, to support this, we are so very grateful. And so it is. It's my privilege to thank those who served to make today's service happen. Our hospitality team member, Danielle Wong. Thank you, Danielle. Our welcome team members, Nancy and Tom Wilson. Our reader, Zeta Johnson-Betts. Our video and live stream team, Don Henderson and Zeta Johnson-Betts. Our online engagement, Deborah Ellis. Our speaker, of course, our leader, Reverend Rafe. And our ushers, Dale and Mindy. Thank you. And everyone else that assisted in setting up before service, and everyone that will assist us in breaking down after service, right? And thank each of you for attending. Together we create this experience for one another. Take it with you and put it to good use this week. Okay.
Thanks for that great music, but
I was going to do it later, but okay.
You would?
Yeah.
You got a plan?
No, you're here now. You're here now. No. Wait. No.
I didn't want it to end without doing that.
I know, of course.
I know.
microphone.
Jeez, I know. Just a few things. First, thank you for the ornaments. Evelyn, grandmother's ornaments, everyone, if you didn't get one. Thank you for our board president, Zeta Johnson-Betts, I know, for bringing our attention to Rev Ray's birthday. We have a card for him, and she also brought in a cake. And of course, thank you to Rev Rafe for all that he does.
And so we're going to sing to him right now. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Reverend Rafe. Happy birthday to you. Now, his birthday is near the end of the month, but we're not going to see him again, so we want to celebrate him and honor him now.
Thank you. And thank you. You know, the older I get, the more emotional I seem to be. I don't know what that's about. But this is a tender yet incredibly powerful time of year for me. Tomorrow I will celebrate 43 years clean. And for a kid that was introduced to heroin at the age of 7 and was shoving it in his veins at age 9, who planned to die at 24, that's pretty amazing. That tells you, change your thinking. You will change your life. I promise. Hey, it wasn't a cakewalk. It wasn't easy. But it's worth it. And you're worth it. So yeah, 43 tomorrow, and then on Wednesday, 66. I don't know if that makes me 109. Some days feels like it. But thank you. I just noticed the cake. I hadn't even been back there at the table. And please help eat that because this body doesn't need all that. So please. I'm going to give this back to Amon and let him finish his job. And I'm just going to go over here and just feel stuff.
But you'll be back in a second. Okay. Prayer support is always available. There are several ways to get prayer support in this center. You can send a prayer request by sending an email to prayer@columbiacsl.com. You can request prayer by completing a prayer request form over by the window and place it in the basket there on the table. And I will be available to pray with you immediately after service by the screen. And we're going to ask that you keep socialization here in the sanctuary to reduce noise and increase privacy for those receiving prayer in the lobby area. If you desire spiritual support beyond prayer, some of our licensed practitioners are available to provide you with spiritual guidance and coaching through paid practitioner sessions. Each practitioner sets their own schedule and fees, so reach out to whoever you want to work with. You can access their contact information on the practitioner page on our website under the Our Leadership tab. This week's affirmation. I'm going to invite you to listen as I read the affirmation through once, and then we'll read it out loud together. I act in ways that demonstrate the spiritual truth of my being. Together. I act in ways that demonstrate the spiritual truth of my being. And so it is.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so before I do anything, let's thank this human being. Thank you, Amon, for being our practitioner, our musician, and our host this morning. Thank you. Okay, a couple of quick reminders. The book bucket with books. Help yourself. Take the books. If you have a donation to leave a donation, we certainly appreciate it. It just goes into the general fund and helps us pay our bills and grow. If you're not getting the newsletter and you want to know what the heck's going on, send me an email with your email address that just simply says, please send me the newsletter, and I will get that taken care of. Okay, so we'll move that to the next slide, Frank. And thank you, Frank. Frank is learning how to do this part and be present in the service and have his brain be a million places all at once, which is required to actually be a minister. And so Frank is learning all of these things. So be patient. So next month, we launch into our new theme, Open at the Top. And just a brief synopsis, essentially the talks, this is actually the CSL theme, and it's a really good one this year. And so we will look at things from the personal perspective inward and outward, and then we will look at it from the communal perspective inward and outward. And then we will continue on the 5th Sunday of the month to have our workshop format and our brunch service. The book for January is an amazing book if you have not already read it, Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. It is a book about indigenous wisdom. It pairs really well with New Thought, which happens to be the theme for January, Ancestral Wisdom, New Thought. If you want to follow along in the book, Amazon has a deal for you. I don't know what it is, but I know they have one. All right. Vision Board Workshop. Right now we have one person signed up. And so I really encourage you, if you want to come play, and it's really a fun process. We do a clearing exercise, then we vision, And then you just go to the magazines and let Spirit pick out pictures that represent its desire to express as you during 2026. And it's amazing the stuff that comes up. So I invite you, for $25, you can't beat it. $25 pays for all of your materials, all of the glue sticks, scissors, magazines, the board to put your vision board on, all of it. But I do need you to sign up by January 1st so I know what to get. And thank you, Von Dabbs, for offering your space free of charge. Journey of the Souls, a 6 weeks class. I'm not going to go into the details of that. It's on the newsletter. It's on the website. If you're interested, check it out. Sign up. If you are a licensed practitioner listening to this service online or here at any point in time, there is a special thing just for you in 2026. It is a practitioner growth cohort. We will be exploring. We will have an experience. It's not a book study. It's not a class. It is an experience, a growth cohort experience. We will dive into Reverend Dr. Mary Mitchell's book, The Practitioner Handbook. Costs you a whopping $100 for the whole year, 30 weeks of meeting with your fellow practitioners and learning together. It's not about learning what the material has, it's about experiencing it and sharing that. The Giving Tree, we're up to, so we got $720 on the tree. Yes. I know what the magic number is in here. I will tell you, currently it's just shy of 50% to get $500 more out of me and Deborah. Because if this gets matched by next Sunday, we will write a check for an additional $500. Just trying to make it fun, put a little challenge in there. And if you can do math, you'll figure it out. I'm not going to give it away, but yeah, I'm going to give you a little something to play with. All right. Just 'cause it's fun. Next week, I will be on vacation. Reverend Frank will be taking good care of you. Please take good care of him. He is learning, and he is learning a lot. When you start out in ministry, it's, you've heard the phrase drinking from the fire hose. It's like somebody attaches the fire hose to you and you can't get away from it. So just be gentle, and he is pedaling as fast as he can. Clint will be our musician next week, and I believe that's all I have. Let's stand and do our closing song, which I did manage to shorten, so now it just goes a couple of times instead of so long we're going, is this ever going to end? I Release by Ricky Byers. Here we go.
I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Keep singing.
Oh
Embrace your anonymity.
Yes,
I am only here for love. Have a fabulous week, beloveds. I'll see you next year.
Living Spirit, I am grateful. Loving Spirit, I am free. So many gifts upon my table, loving kindnesses to me. Living Spirit, I am grateful, loving Spirit, for the way, for this rich, abundant living every single day. And I give thanks for the knowing. I give thanks for the way your love is overflowing every time I pray. And I thank you, God, for one good day. Living Spirit, I am grateful. Loving Spirit, I am free. So many gifts upon my table, loving kindnesses to me. Living Spirit, I am grateful. Loving Spirit, for the way, for this rich, abundant living every single day. And I give thanks for the knowing. I give thanks for the way your love is overflowing every time I pray. And